Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is GK. I'm living the hobby high life. I hope you can say the same. We're going to go over some sales, some of our outgoing mail for today. Here is a 2019 Goodwin's Champion Sean O'Malley base number 93. These were kind of interesting. I got into a break about a year ago, a Goodwin's Champions break, and they broke a case, and I ended up with all the base cards. So everybody else in the break got the hits. I got the base cards. Basically, for my buy into the break, I paid about 6 cents for these cards. If that, maybe 2.6. It was a ridiculously low amount. But it's been a listing that's just up there as set listing. So I put it in as 2019 Goodwin's Champions. As multi-variation listing, put all the cards that were available, and slowly over time they sell. I've made that break entry fee back many times over on these cards. So it's kind of weird. I guess it's a win. I don't know too much about it, but it has helped me learn things outside the hobby. So Goodwin's Champions right there have a 2019 Legacy Earl Campbell Legends, not numbered, just a simple base card, simple $1.10 sale, mailing out. We have a 2018 Optic Rated Rookie, red and yellow variation, Bradley Chubb, not numbered. Had a couple of these up in a multi-variation Denver Broncos listing. And this one is the second one that's sold. I'm a Broncos fan. I'm a fan of Chubb. I love the Optic Rated Rookie, especially if it's a Prism. However, right now is a hot time. And defensive players, even great defensive players, even great defensive player rookie cards, their cards just don't carry the same value as some of the skill positions. So while the market's hot, man, we're gonna let that move. I believe the buyer picked that up $3.25. So that's one of those listings where we were a little bit below comps, but a little bit above the mean or the average sale. And then last but not least, going out is a 2015 Black Gold Russell Wilson, 50 out of 100. Somewhat of a short print, a shadow box card. Like, these Black Golds are just, they're cool, I like them. We've had this card about a month. It finally sold. I think the sales price on this was $8.88 or something like that. Basically, we lost a little bit on this card. Might have, could have broke even. This we were buying this when we were first sourcing cards through eBay. It's one of the cards that we bought and had to pay a shipping fee as well. So the price on the card, I believe, might have been $4.99 and then $4 to ship, which makes sense because that's a 100-point card and a 130-point thick top loader. It'll go out today. That'll be one of those bubble mailer packages. Nice card. And one of the reasons why we bought that was just to kind of dress up that initial photo and kind of see how it would do. Like, I like Black Gold. I like Russell Wilson. Doesn't mean that buyers out there feel the same way as I do. So this took a while to move as well, about 30 days. So we didn't necessarily profit on this, but we learned a lot. We paid a lot of tuition. So there's our 4 sales days. I'm going to flip the camera around and talk a little bit about sales platforms. So I'll be right. All right, that was quick and painless. So as far as sales platforms go, I typically use eBay. That's where predominantly most of my sales occur. I do have a Shopify website, and all I can really say about the Shopify website is it's a great tool if people come to your website. I think I've had it for a year, and I might only be at like 500 some views. Now, there's a lot that goes into generating website views. I haven't done any marketing or promotion to draw people to the site. Bad on me. It's not something I know about. So I'm hesitant to work in that direction. And that's probably the thing that really has been a deal breaker. You know, you also have SEO or search engine optimization, where that's what you write about, whatever you write about for that heading, the website, the description, all those things. That's what will go into the Google search. So that search engine optimization is key. And our search engine, our SEO was pretty decent. You know, if you do a search by name, we're right there at the top of the list. But, you know, there's a lot of factors that go into it. We've probably put more energy into eBay than we did to the Shopify, and that's probably why we have such different results. Also, too, just a couple days ago, had made a sale through Twitter. You know, a direct sale through Twitter. Direct sales through Twitter and Instagram are also great opportunities to sell cards. There's also good opportunities to buy cards, and kind of my philosophy on it is you don't make the money when you sell the cards. You make the money when you buy the card. And for the most part, that's really held true for my experience so far selling cards. So that's one thing to think about. But we made a sale on Twitter, and you know, it was a card that we had problems moving on eBay, and there was a seller doing a search. We chimed in, showed some pictures, pretty quick. You know, it took about maybe 10 minutes. All in all, sold a 2017 red, white, and blue Prism Deshaun Watson rookie card, and you know, it went down like that. Now, what it did take was it took some engagement, right? So, you know, there was messages back and forth. Hey, here's the card. Here's what I'll pay for it. Hey, how do you want to pay? Blah, blah, blah. You know, so, I mean, that's also a route. You know, there's a lot of talk, too, about, you know, COMC or COMC or check out my cards. A lot of talk about sports lots, star stocks. There's several other platforms, sales platforms, that are coming into the fold. Some of them have been there a while. Some of them are just kind of new and spinning up. I don't have a lot of experience with those other websites other than like setting out up in an account. Like I've got a sports lot account, but I'm not moving cards. I'm not buying cards yet. I don't know that much about it. As far as COMC, yeah, I have an account. The thing I don't like about COMC is if I send my cards in, I send these cards into a third-party entity, someone else buys, then my cards are represented by another third party. And anytime I've worked with COMC as a buyer, it's taken a long time to get those cards in return. And me personally, you know, we're pretty transparent with what we sell. And what we sell is not high-end, high-priced cards. We're just not at that point yet in our business. So for me, you know, one of the strengths I can bring to the table as a seller of these football cards is quick, safe shipping. And if I send these to COMC, I lose that. So I don't want a buyer buying my card and having to wait 30 days or so for it. I'm just not comfortable with that. I know I get why the service is there. I think it works pretty good. A lot of people that I've listened to, I've heard successes. You know, I've heard very little negatives or drawbacks to it. But for me, that third party, whenever I send my cards into the third party, you know, it's bringing in another variable that, you know, I think that really can be replaced with a person's own hard work. You know, I mean, that's just my take on it. So they're out there. I think they're viable. I think they're viable options. For me, like I said, eBay it works the best for me. It's the one I'm most comfortable with. It's the one I've got the most time invested in. Are there drawbacks? Yes, there are drawbacks. But for right now, what we're doing, it works great. And I think, you know, I would recommend it because it really seems to have the easiest barrier. You know, like the barrier to entry is, you know, pretty small. You set up an account, you can start selling cards. There's going to be a lot of eyeballs, a lot of views onto your listings. You know, it works for us for right now, but we are looking into those other options because, like we said before, you know, if you're looking to make money on sports cards and it sounds counterintuitive, but the money's in the buy, not the sell. So remember that. That's kind of how we see it. I just wanted to take a few minutes and kind of talk about sales platforms and some of the different ways that you can sell, because I've been hearing a lot of content, seeing a lot of content about that. If you guys got any questions, thoughts, concerns, man, hit me up anytime, drop a comment, let me know what you think, or ask me a question. Till next time, man, you keep living the hobby high life, and I'm going to do the same.